Hello, party people. It might be about that time. It might be time to ask the question, what if? This is the only scenario that I could think of that needed to happen in order for me to even consider having a team. What do I mean by that? The number one priority would be you have to be local. Like, we're not doing this across the country bullshit. No, we're not doing that. It would need to be at least one, obviously, maybe more, people who are local that I trust and are quote-unquote on the same skill level as me. If I got a platinum for one stack and there was another stack, there is no excuse why I can't do that again. In the same game, different console. Think about it. If you got a really difficult platinum, right? And you got the platinum, let's say on a PS4 stack, and there's a PS5 stack now. Again, there's no reason why you can't do that again. So, all I'm saying is, like, what if this was 20 years ago, right? And PlayStation trophies were as big a deal, right? I don't think they, unless you're in like top 100, like nobody gives a shit. But I do. The people with those profiles do. That little resume, that repertoire. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. 20 years from now, when I am 61 years old, do I foresee myself still doing this? I have to see what life things happen, what life things change, etc. I'll be straight up honest. I don't see why not. I don't have a good reason to not continue doing this, and that's okay. And it's not about whether video games are cool. It's about women hate the fact that men like video games. I'm sure there's men out there who are like, why is my girlfriend constantly playing video games? And if you ask why, and I'll already tell you right now, you don't get it. You don't understand. You don't get it. You're not looking at the big picture here. Okay, let me share something right now. Let's pretend you guys don't know what this is, right? You don't know what this little bar at the top is, right? Okay, you see, let's say, like, maybe right there. Let's say you don't know what that bar in the middle and the bar at the top mean, right? Okay. There's 39 other people ahead of me who don't give a shit about me. I am just another number to them in the country of America. Now, I want you to we're going to click on the world rank, but right now, let's look at the country rank, yeah? So thanks to PSN profiles here, I can see my spot at number 40 right here. You see this? TCB-Gaming-PS. Okay, so the next person ahead of me, right? They have 4,476 platinums. Realistically, would I be able to catch up with them? No, maybe. It would take a lot of grind to even enter this little bracket of like 4,500, right? Like right here, around 35. Like, it just gets closer and closer to 5,000. To the point that in the country, for example, the number one PSN profile rank PlayStation user has 12,740 platinums. 12,000. I want you to think about that. The person before him, I shouldn't say him, but them, has 11,645 compared to 12,740. It is going for the number one spot, a pipe dream. Without region stacking, I can't. I don't think I will. It'd be a miracle if I hit top 10. I'm happy with top 25. I'm not happy with top 40. I'm sorry. Like, this isn't the top 40 number one hits on the radio. No, we're not doing that. Okay, now here's the even more discouraging part. I don't want to say discouraging, but you know what I mean. So if we look at world rank, right? World rank, I am at 287. Again, right here. Now, if you look at, so remember that 12,000 was at the top, right? Now, if we look at, let's just go straight to number one. Okay, in the world, the top PlayStation user, right, has 16,045 platinums, which is not close to what, 12,000? Is that how much it was in America? Like, to even be in a conversation with this, like, I'd be like, what else is left? What else can I do to get to that spot realistically, without region stacking, without having a team? That's why if I were to have a team, they would have to be local. They have to be within the vicinity of at least the state of the United States I'm in, and they have to be people that I trust. And I'm sorry to say, it's not so much about me. I don't have those people. I don't have someone who's local. I don't have someone who I trust with this PlayStation account. The only person that is local and that I trust with this PlayStation account, right here. That's who I trust right there. So it's a very solitary life, I understand. Yeah, I just been wondering, like I know this is silly to think about. Like, it's just fucking video games, but like, what's gonna happen to my PlayStation account, like, after I pass away? What's gonna happen to it? Am I gonna retire it? Am I gonna like make a special video about it, like on my deathbed? I don't know. Obviously, as more and more games come out, that's more and more opportunities for platinums. I understand that. I just, if the goal right now is top 25. That's what my goal is. I would be happy if I retire my account in the top 25. That's it. If we're not going for top 10, which is ridiculous, we're not. No, in America, the country rank, I need at least top 25, and then we'll talk. But right now, with the world rank, 286 people are ahead of me on planet Earth in terms of the number of platinums, their rank, etc., number of total trophies, blah blah blah, total points, if you want to call them that. It's like, if I started this when I was much younger, I might not be opposed to region stacking if I started this when I was younger. Even nowadays, it's going to take a lot of convincing for me to do traditional region stacking. We're not just talking about the Nostra Games bundle bug. We're talking about buying multiple copies of the same game to get the platinums in different regions. That's essentially what region stacking is. I'm not sure if you guys knew what that was, but that's what it is. And is there a plethora of games you can do that with? Yes there are. Does that mean the person at the number one spot has done that? Not necessarily. To an extent, can you look at their list and be like, okay, this person was clearly region stacking? Of course. Now, it's just, it's gonna be unfinished, and I don't want to leave my legacy that I had this account and it's unfinished. I don't want that to happen. So that begs the question of, where is that finish line? I don't know. I'm asking. Who can tell me where that finish line is? Is it top 25 in the country? Is it top 250 in the world? Maybe. When is it okay to be satisfied in a perfect world that you might have hit in the number one spot in the world? Is that the only time that this madness ends? Is that the only time where we're like, okay, I've done enough. I reached there. I might not stay there, but I reached it. I reached the top of the mountain, the pinnacle. I get it. It's just a game. It's just video games. Then I hate to say this, then you don't understand. That's what it comes down to. If you're watching this video and you don't give a shit about PlayStation, you're at the wrong video, man. I don't know if I ever will be satisfied in regards to this account. I mean, all someone has to do is to log into my account and change the screen name for a fee of $9.99 apparently to change your screen name. And then it won't be mine anymore. It will be someone else's. Or the opposite scenario is that it stays in the PlayStation universe and it just sits there. No one plays it, no one adds to it. It will slowly go down and down in rank. Until when? I don't know. Until 4,500-ish trophies means nothing. Which some will argue we are getting to that point where it's not just about the platinums anymore. It's about your completion percentage. It's about how many unearned trophies you have. It's about all that shit. All that shit takes into consideration into how, I don't want to say how good you are, but how dedicated you are. And whoever's in the top 10 right now, I don't know these people, obviously. There's people who are not in America who are in the top 25-ish. Let me see the first American account in this world rank, right? I'll tell you right now. Okay, there's a user by the screen name TJ Meat, right? The only American account in the top 25. Number 26 is Raining Elbows, also American. North America region, whatever you want to call it. But technically it's in America, yes. Okay, so TJ Meat has 12,740 platinums. It's not realistic, but like, I wouldn't even say I'm at the tipping point, because I'm not. And the worst part is this, right? This is the worst part. Like, even if I started this when I was younger, I'm not a prodigy. I'm really not. I don't have the greatest, I mean, it's average, maybe above average at most. I don't have the greatest hand-eye coordination. I don't have the greatest muscle memory. Some of it is good, but like, it's not the greatest. I will never be in esports playing some fighting game. It's never gonna happen. And it took a long time for me to accept this. It's never gonna happen because I'm not good enough. If you look at go to YouTube right now and look up esports, look up, fighting games, etc. and look who's in the top. Look whose names consistently appear on that leaderboard. Don't you think there's a reason why you see the same names over and over and over? Are these just the luckiest people on earth? No, of course not. Like, it's just like a factor, technically. If you're playing a fighting game one-on-one, right, for a fucking championship or some sort of prize money, right, which a lot of people don't realize that this prize money thing is getting bigger and bigger, just saying. As video games become more and more mainstream, as your second life becomes more and more mainstream, like, I don't want to forget to bring this up, but I will right now. PlayStation ruined PlayStation VR, whether that be VR1 or VR2. And it all happened because of one detail that Sony didn't want to listen to. Sony dropped the ball on this, right? The VR2 is connected with a wire. It is not wireless. That might not seem like a big deal to some people. It is a huge deal for certain consumers. And PlayStation fucked this up. Everyone was saying in forums on Reddit, get rid of the wire and make it wireless. And VR1 and VR2 are both now they are both wired. Which is, I don't want to say it's a downgrade, but it's not an upgrade. And I thought that was the whole point of video games, was that they would get better and better and better, and the player base would get more and more skilled. So it's just a Naruto and Sasuke thing, right? Does natural talent mean more than being a hard worker? I think about that for a second, right? His entire life, Naruto was shunned, right? And he had to work for the entire village to recognize him as a good shinobi. Now, you look at Sasuke, right? Obviously, he chose a different path in life. And I don't think to a degree, he was obsessed with being better than Naruto. Because both of them were on the same team, and they competed against each other. It's like some people thought it was friendly competition. It wasn't. It was, I'm going to prove that I'm better than you. And that's essentially what Naruto did. Now, if we compare that to the video game universe, right? The PlayStation universe. It's not realistic to think that. I understand. I'm about middle aged right now, right? 41 years old. I'm about middle aged. Yes, I'm 41. For those that couldn't tell. Yes, I got some going on right here. Yeah. I don't know. Like, just as you get older, you obviously think about death more and more. You think about the people you care about, the people you're going to leave behind. And you want to make everyone happy. But you know that's never going to happen. But does it mean something if you're just willing to try? If you put some degree of effort in, isn't that more meaningful than giving up, than stopping, not pursuing anything higher? Because until you're at that number one spot, you're just following the chase. You are just chasing after a dream that is probably never going to happen. And in terms of a numerical possibility, I can't get anywhere close. Top 25, let alone top 10. Like, that's like with my head in the clouds. It's just like, I would have no choice but to region stack. I mean, can you make the argument that in the future there will be, what, 10,000 PlayStation games that are released that all have platinums, maybe? Then what? Everyone else is getting those 10,000 platinums too. If you look at my trophy list and you look at some of the top 10, top 25, they're playing the same games that I am. I don't think people realize that we're all playing the same games, trying to chase this trophy dream that may never happen. But are we gonna stop? That I don't know, man. Like that, every once in a while I'll make a video like this, but it's just I would hypothetically, if I ever did have a team or had a team this whole time, I would decide who the most deserving member of the team I'm gonna leave behind to get my account, because that account's not gonna do me any good when I pass away. Like, I'm not gonna be able to be a ghost and compete. But that begs the question: am I actually competing? Is this actually a competition? Like, is there a prize? That prize, right, is bragging rights. And if you ask me, in my opinion, bragging rights are more important than any amount of prize money, any amount of recognition. Bragging rights is where it's all at. Tell me I'm wrong. Ask some of the top 50 people in the country, in the world, etc., that bragging rights are not important. Ask them that and see what answer they give you. I'm not saying I'm a representative of the entire community of trophy hunting. I'm not saying that. But am I better than 41 and up? If we're just talking numbers, I'm just saying there's a reason why I'm 40 and you're not. No disrespect or anything. I'm not talking shit. All I'm saying is I have more platinums than you. My rank is higher than yours. I'm just stating a fact. And if I drop from 40 to like 50 or something where I was at before, it's not the end of the world. But do I still want to leave my account to someone I trust and someone I think who can build upon this? As silly as it sounds, I'm going to put in my last will and testament the person I am bequeathing this account to. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't found that person yet. I haven't found someone more dedicated than me. I haven't found someone better than me. And like, there's a whole bunch of checkboxes you gotta check off to even be in the conversation of me giving you my account, gifting it to you. I'm taking applications right now. That'd be crazy if I was taking applications. If I'm like, diagnosed with some terminal disease, right? And like I'm on my deathbed and be like, okay, so and so, this is their PlayStation username. Contact them to give them my account. And like the lawyer will be reading his shit off in the office and be like, hey, this is what Tony's leaving behind. And randomly in the middle of the list, there's fucking a PlayStation account. And it's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I should end this. In every group of like 1,000, right? We're eventually gonna hit 5,000. I'm pretty sure. It's like there's a video like this. There's a video recently where I was like, like, what is the end goal? What is the end game to all of this? I don't have an answer for that. I'm just enjoying the ride as I carry on this way. It's like the Oregon Trail. I'm just in my little wagon. I'm controlling the horse, and we're just following all the rest of the wagon riders. And there's a one wagon rider, right, who's in front, who's at that number one spot, right? There was a time where I wanted to be at the head of that line. I wanted to be the best wagon rider on the trail. And for a long time, I thought mathematically that could happen. Then region stacking started becoming more and more popular. And I don't want to say there goes my dream, but I don't know. I wish I have it all or nothing at all. That's what I wish. And like, for those people who are in the PlayStation community and you don't know who I am, you better ask somebody. You really better ask somebody. Just saying. Okay. Well, these are my thoughts at 5 or 6 a.m. as I prepare the trophy hunt some more. Of course, I'm going to play some games I enjoy that have not as much emphasis on trophies. Like, because the most important thing is this: whatever you're doing, whatever trophy you're going after, whatever game you want 100%, make sure you're having fun. Because then it's like, if you're not, then what the fuck are you doing? The thing about video games, in my opinion, in my life of growing up with, Atari, etc., all the way up to PS5, PS6, whatever comes out, video games are meant to be fun. Now, if there's competition involved, it can still be fun. But if you're just grinding shit out over and over and you're not having fun, I hope this is your job then, because like, you're putting yourself through a lot of stress to achieve something that's not going to be possible to achieve mathematically. But you know what? Every once in a while, right? The top position changes every once in a while. Sometimes there's people who not necessarily give up. They just say, you know what? Trophies aren't a priority anymore. And they continue with their life. Life goes on. What I'm gonna do, I don't fucking know yet, man. Like, I wish I had an answer for that. I don't have the answer for that. Okay. That's all I got. Take care of yourselves and each other, guys.